So the big question is this: how do most agents who struggle to get the information that most successful agents hoard to themselves grow and prosper without this information? That's the big question, and this video cast is the answer. Welcome to Real Estate Rockstars. I'm your host, Pat Hyben. And now, for the review of the day.
Okay, I got a 5-star review from someone who got the All Access Pass, which is access to all of our courses, all $13,000 of our courses, which we're offering now for only $7. Yeah, you heard me right. $13,000 of courses for $7. We have a free trial running. You can get that if you go to futureofrealestatetraining.com. But Robert Thompson, 5-star review, and he says, All Access Pass. He says, great courses. I listen to and love Pat's Real Estate Rockstars podcast. Led me to this. I have an All Access Pass. And this was the first course I finished. I think he's talking about the certified listing agent. Everything I've experienced with Pat's products is meat and potatoes, giving you actionable ideas. Some of the ideas in this class were things most people know about, but it served as a reminder and also gave me some different ways of approaching it. Hey, thank you, Robert. Enjoy the other classes.
Keep the comments coming, guys. I love them. And remember, I eat feedback for breakfast, so give me a 1-star review if you want, or a 5-star review if you want. I don't care. And the more reviews we get, the better guests we get. So please, subscribe first, and then leave us a review or wherever you're listening. All right, Rockstar Nation, we have a great 3 guests today. Yes, 3 guests all at once. Coming out of New Jersey, Remax a Revolution. I got the broker owners, team leaders, Justin, Abram, and Tom here all at once. And we're going to dig deep today into all things about, how to get an agent, how to get agents productive, how to get agents to do what you want them to do, because at the end of the day that if they do it, they'll make more money. And a lot of this stuff comes from the top down, and usually the broker knows best, and we're going to talk about that. And so hold on to your hats. This is going to be a good one. So welcome, guys, to Real Estate Rockstars.
How you doing? Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Hey, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about, I know Justin and Abram came on before, I think it was episode 575, to talk about their team. Since then, you've bought the franchise. You now own Remax Revolution along with Tom. And I want to talk to you about what made you do that, and where are you today? And just kind of give a little brief intro on who everybody is here.
Sure. We obviously last year, we had the pleasure of talking to you about our team route. But what we found was we really wanted to bring a lot of the successful services that we do for our team and kind of roll it out to a lot of the agents that we have in our office. And it's kind of really evolved into where we are today. Over the course of the year, we found that this was the direction to go, and it's worked out great. We just officially got licensed a couple of weeks ago, so we're excited for 2019. We got 32 agents in the office, and everyone's ramped up and pumped.
Awesome. So you decided you were basically the top producer in the office, right?
For the most part, me, Justin, and Tom, just being in the business for so long. I'm 17 years in the business. Justin's 16. I think Tom is about 17 as well. So, we just have a lot of referrals coming to us. But we're trying to I want to get all of our agents to be award winners, and that's our goal. We don't want even brand new agents that we bring on board. Our goal is year 1, get them to become an award winner.
Right. And so, the interesting thing about you guys is, a lot of brokerages try to do it one way or the other, right? They try to say, I'm going to be like a teamerage, which is a brokerage, with just my team, and that gives me the ability to tell them what to do, to force them the prospect, to force them to take classes from Rebus University, to force them to move forward. And it helps them and benefits them and you in the long run, because, you know, when people are told what to do and they do it, it actually works, right? Believe it or not. But instead of just hyper-focusing on that, you said, you know what? For the agents that don't want to listen to us, for the agents that just want to do their own thing, we're going to also let them, you know, have a run of the brokerage and not be on the team, right? And this has worked out well. So now you got both sides of it.
Correct.
Yeah, we're open to helping other agents build teams. You know, we have a lot of agents that have come to us and they want to expand their business and build teams, and they may want to do it a different way. You know, a lot of what our team was built off was new construction. You know, so not everybody has that. So there's differences, I think, in everybody's businesses, everybody's attitude, and how they approach it. And again, we can help kind of give you the bits and pieces you need to kind of complete your team.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the agents that aren't on the team, right? How do you get them to be award winners, as you say, or how do you get them to be productive without, you know, telling them what to do? Because like I said, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, motivation's always a fun thing. You know, everyone uses the term herding cats. It's what it is for agents sometimes. But when you have a team that you can essentially use as a case study, so you can say, this is the team, this is what they've done with the tools and the services that we've given them. Why don't you try this out? Why don't you do that? Whereas if you're a brand new office, you're trying to offer up these services and trying to make a case study out of agents that don't see the production out of it right off the bat. We can utilize the team and say, the team's been doing this. This agent was doing that. They're now Circle of Excellence award winning, or they're award winning agents in RE/MAX. So we can utilize the team as a shining example of what they can do too.
So you basically say, you know, I'm a brand new agent, or I'm a newer agent, and I had a crappy month, or I didn't sell anything last month. And you could say, listen, I know you're not on the team because you want to be independent, but this agent that Justin just hired has sold 4 houses in the last 45 days. Here's what they did because they were told to do it and made to do it because they were on a team and it was the expectation. Why don't you give it a shot? And then you use them as a shining example.
Yep, exactly. You don't have to, it's not as much a leap of faith for them when they see it, that it's been done. And it's been done by some of our team members. A lot of our team members are fresh out of real estate school. So they've done this right from Jump Street. So, yeah, it makes it so much easier to motivate them when they see that it's been done before.
And we had someone we hired last year, Pat, brand new out of real estate, started January on the team. And first year in, did almost $6.5 million in volume. You know, followed everything that we did, closed over 20 plus homes. And, you know, this year he's ramped up. I mean, he's probably going to do much more than that. But he gets it, you know, and that's the thing is that, you know, some of these agents that are not on the team, some of them might be a little bit seasoned, been in the business a long time. They're embracing a lot of the different options that we're giving them, you know, but the key is also is you don't want to throw everything out to them. I think a lot of agencies struggle with this. They have all these great tools and they're just like, take it and they throw it all out. We're going over it bits and pieces. We're doing strategic one-on-one strategy sessions and it's proven to be very successful.
So are you encouraging your agents, or have you personally used the new RE/MAX video platform? Is that out yet?
Yeah.
It's
a lot of our agents have launched those videos.
Yeah, the RE/MAX.
Tell me how that works.
So how it works is it's set up as a template. They come in, they put in their information, and the information populates this like business card on the screen. So like you can see everything you're popping in. And then you pick your theme music, you upload your photo, and then there's like 20 different characteristics of like an agent that you could pick. And you're only able to pick 3. So you pick 3 that, you know, kind of you're the best at, you know, whether it be like, hey, I have the most years in experience, I'm a great negotiator. You pick that, it compiles a video in under a minute. You could download and upload it, and you could change it if you want, but it's been awesome. Everyone in our offices embraced it. Most RE/MAX offices have embraced it. It's really hit the ground running with that concept.
And how did you get the agents to embrace it? Because I've talked to a lot of brokers, and as you know, Realogy has come out with some really neat tech, and Keller Williams has been talking about they're getting ready to launch their tech, and there's all these companies talking about tech. And the way I look at it is, it's going to be great, but it's only going to be great if the agents use it. And I know, like you said, with herding cats, it's very difficult, like 10% or less. If you just throw something out there and say, hey, this is a great opportunity, you should use it, to agents that are on a team, right? To these independent agents, less than 10% of them will actually embrace it. What do you do to get them started on it? Like, how do you make that happen?
Practice what you preach. I mean, we're doing it, so they see the success, from us and again, the team. So, we're still producing agents as well. And, I think with video and with tech, I mean, we're all over it. So, they see the success, I think, and the more you kind of just remind them, like we had an awesome meeting last Thursday and just kind of went over the benefits of doing it. And we've got a couple agents that weren't doing it that jumped in and did it, and they're already seeing the results, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that we've done too is to make sure they even know that it's available. Right. Sometimes there's tools and services that agents don't even know that it's an option. So one thing that RE/MAX does for us is a recharge. They send it out, I think it's every month, and it goes over some of the technology that they offer, including the RE/MAX Hustle website. We also produce a Tech Tip Tuesday every Tuesday. We come out with some type of tip that they can utilize, maybe a quick 2-3 minute clip of some kind of technology they might not be aware of, and one of them is the RE/MAX Hustle website. And that at least gets it out to them. They see it in real time. I do a share screen with them so they can see how it's produced, and they can replay it anytime. And then lastly, what we've done, we just introduced last week, was a interior intranet that we produced. So the intranet has all the tools and services put onto one page. So every single agent can see everything we have to offer, all on one page. It's available on a mobile application, so they can see it right from the mobile website. And they'll never forget. Once they go to that site, they see all the tools and services over and over again. So
why waste thousands of dollars and countless hours on training that never touches on what matters most? How to make more money in real estate. For just $7, you can start a 1-week trial at Rebus University today. And what that means is $13,000 worth of real estate courses on how to make more commissions will be available to you for $1 a day. It's all you can eat. Go in there and take them all if you can. Only $7. To start your 7-day all-access free trial, go to futureofrealestatetraining.com. These courses are guaranteed to get you more listings, more leads, and more commissions. Futureofrealestatetraining.com, or just text the word trial to 444-999. That's TRIAL to 444-999.
Having them know about it.
I guess the key is you could use it on them too, right? Like for the video thing, for example, you just send them a video of you with your template on it and be like, hey, Charlie, I just wanted to send you this video. As you can see, this is the new RE/MAX business card template for videos. Yep. You can set yourself up in a matter of seconds. Check it out. And then by you using it and sending them a message, or every message you send them, instead of typing an email, you just constantly send them video text using that system. They're eventually going to pick it up.
Yeah, we're using BombBomb for those too. Which they've got a strategic partnership with RE/MAX.
Okay, so tell me about that. We're using BombBomb and using the new system. Isn't that like wearing 2 belts?
Well, yeah, whatever's going to work and get it out there. I mean, video is going to be the future. We all know that. BombBomb obviously is a little bit more time consuming to get the content. The RE/MAX Hustle system, all you had to do, we had went on there and produced a video within 10 seconds. Yeah, you click in your options, you put your information in, and one of our top agents here in the office put it out there on Facebook, and a marketing expert that he knows for a long time reached out to him and said, wow, how did you produce that? What happened? I love that. You should put it on this spot, on that spot. And he did it in 10, 15 seconds just by, utilizing some of the tools from RE/MAX.
So that's something I'm curious about, right? So like, RE/MAX comes out with this system, right? They call it the RE/MAX Hustle. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. The RE/MAX Hustle, in my mind, that would put BombBomb out of business for all RE/MAX agents. and then they come out with some of these other companies, right, that are talking. Keller Williams, Rheology are coming out, and Compass has it, I believe, with their own search engine programs that are essentially, the way I read into it, going to replace the search engine companies like Boomtown and Commissions Inc. And things like that. Do you think that if you are an independently run company like that all these agents use, and there's millions of them, whether it's Bomb, Viral Marketing, Boomtown, any of these companies, right? Do you think that all these brokerages coming out with this technology is going to just put those guys out of business? Do you think it's a very risky play to have one of those companies now, or do you think there'll always be agents that are going to go reach out to that?
I mean, if I could speak to it, I think that they're going to be the innovators in the business going forward. I mean, RE/MAX just bought a company called Booge, and they're going to use them to produce their CRM. And that CRM, one of the specifics about it is that it's going to tie in with all other products.
Yeah.
So it's going to be able to utilize a new product here, put it into the system, and obviously everything's going to be based off the CRM, and that's going to include lead capture websites and lead gen websites. And I think the innovation from entrepreneurs that are going to produce these type of products, it's going to feed in, and RE/MAX is going to use it. I'm sure some of the other companies are going to use it, and then maybe ultimately they buy those companies as well. So I think there's enough room for innovation from everyone. I think that's going to continue to happen in the future.
It just helps push the envelope.
What'd you say?
It just helps push the envelope for everyone. You know, when you have these big companies create this technology and this innovation, you're going to see everyone else come on board and try to push new ideas, and it's just going to keep evolving the industry. You know, I mean, there's no questions. Video is the way to the future. That's why we set up this conference room / studio. I mean, we have this professional studio that one of the struggles that agents have is that they struggle with trying to record themselves because they're not used to it, but they want it to be professional at the same time. And I don't have a problem doing a selfie, right? But video is a totally different thing. So we're trying to help bridge that gap to help agents become comfortable on things like that. And that's the way of the future.
Yeah, I think now is more important than ever to be professional as a realtor. You know, I think we got to raise the standards and push the standards. You know, we're doing that with our office. Professional photos, we've been doing them for a long time, since 2008. Even before that, our company that we worked for did professional photos. You know, there's still agents not doing that. It's crazy. It's insane. And I think we just need to push that even harder and make that awareness, put that awareness out there to the consumer that, you know, there are standards as agents that, you know, your agent should live up to. And if they're not meeting that standard, you know, you should probably interview some more people. Because there's a lot of agents still doing the bare minimum when marketing and advertising a property. Literally just putting it on the MLS like back in the day with, you know, their own cell phone photos. It's insane. I saw one the other day, and I'm going to get the listing. It's going to expire, and it should have sold.
So what are the standards? Let's talk about this because this is good for other people to know. Like, what in your mind or at your company, RE/MAX Revolution, or on your team, what are the minimum standards you would say that you look for?
And professional photography. We do a lot of drone photography too, not on every home. But if there's something with, you know, a waterfront property or something that, you know, backs the woods or something like that, we're doing a lot of video as well. That's something that, you know, again, you just keep pushing that envelope. Video on social media is amazing. You know, it's going to get you a lot of good reaction and a lot of good feedback. You know, the way you could actually analyze the video through Facebook is you can actually see who watched 10 seconds, 30 seconds. You know, 50% of the video, 100% of the video, and then you can also retarget that person. You can't do that with just a traditional photo. So there's a lot of tools that are in place for other reasons when you go to market and advertise. And, you know, we're hoping that's going to help get us away from paying Zillow for leads. You know, we're working on this monster back-end system. We're trying to cut in front of Zillow and get to the general public before they go to Zillow. Have them come direct to us. We can control the lead costs a lot better. You know, we can control our territories or zip codes or areas and where we want to market and advertise, and we don't have to jump in and out, you know, based upon, hey, I just got a listing. It's really out of the area. You know, you don't have Zillow there. You know, it makes it a little bit tough to compete with some of those agents. But, you know, with Facebook and Instagram and Ads Manager, you know, you can compete with anybody, anytime.
Yeah, and we started also implementing, so much so that we bought the camera. We have a 3D Matterport that we do for most listings. So we bought the camera there to make it more cost effective for not only our team, but the agents in the office as well. So it's a completely break-even price. The agents can do it for their homes. And then once that's even set up, you can set up a black and white floor plan too. So which I think most buyers out there like to see that, like to see the way the rooms are set up. The Matterport, obviously they can walk through, but the black and white floor plan at least gets them to see a picture right along with the rest of the listing photos. So.
And what's crazy, as you're talking about minimum standards, what drives me nuts is agents not taking measurements of rooms. Like take a few minutes. I mean, you're going through the house. I mean, we most of our agents in our office have laser measures. I mean, it's like 99% accurate. Go through, take some measurements, get it up on the MLS. It's crazy. I see so many listings where they throw it up there, and buyers want to know what the dimension of the family room is. For some reason, they want to hold on to this couch. Right?
Whatever. Of course.
So if you have the dimensions there, it just helps narrow the buyers better for showing. So.
And we use Box Brownie too to actually do post editing to make it even better. You can do those dust scenes, which is really nice.
Yeah.
To just make that house pop just a little bit more.
Dust scenes. Tell me what that is.
Just like a sunset scene. You could change your skies and stuff like that. So usually you take your photography and it's daylight. But there's certain
Dusk, D-U-S-K. Okay.
Yeah, D-U-S-K. Yeah. So there's certain homes that just have a different appearance at night. Some houses we actually, if they do have good exterior lighting and landscaping lighting, we do night shots. We do video shots at night. I mean, I just shot one last month. I mean, it came out fantastic. The house looks so much better at night. And that's the thing is you got to capture the essence of the house. You got to look at your subject, which is the house, and say, how can I show this off the best so that people can really get a good feeling, and want that lifestyle. And you can't do that if you're just, shooting your own photos and not getting the right angles, and, you're concave and the house is all blown out and the walls look all, uneven. It's, and again, I think we got to be more responsible and help push the standards. I know, Rebus University obviously is a great tool to help, train your agents and help push that above. We've used that as well. And thank you for everything that you've done, because we've actually utilized a lot of the people and met a lot of the people through your podcast to help us kind of just grow and build.
Yeah, it's been tremendous.
Plenty of people make a decent living selling real estate, but how many manage to make millions, to become a millionaire? Imagine how much more profitable your business would be if you had the chance to learn from someone who actually made their millions selling real estate. Rebus University instructors know what it takes to build a highly successful, highly lucrative real estate business because they've done exactly that. These self-made real estate millionaires spent years in the trenches, identifying exactly what works in today's markets. And that's exactly what they teach. Right now, we're running a 7-day trial on Rebus University's All Access package. For just $7, you can get access to every course. Every millionaire real estate instructor, there's over 40 of them. 40 millionaire real estate instructors that Rebus University has to offer. You have access to all of them. To start your 7-day free trial for only $7, go to futureofrealestatetraining.com. That's futureofrealestatetraining.com, or text TRIAL, TRIAL, to 444-999. That's TRIAL to 444-999. Hey, real estate agents and rock stars. If you're getting value out of the content in this episode, make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel. Also, click the little bell icon to be notified about upcoming episodes. And I would also love it if you left a comment and shared the most impactful tips and tactics you've learned from the knowledge shared in this episode, or even maybe make a suggestion requesting a topic of what you'd like to learn in future episodes. I welcome any feedback below. Now, back to the episode. Tell me about that. Like you had mentioned it before, but I want you to give me some examples of what you've learned, because I know you've pretty much listened to almost all 700 some episodes that we've had, and you've now all of a sudden now you got all these friends of people that were on my show a couple of times. Tell me, like, here's a great question for people out there. How do you listen to this podcast and maximize its effect?
I mean, I don't listen to music really. I mean, I'm on the road and I'm listening to the podcast. You know, that's pretty much it.
That's your dead air time.
Yeah.
It's perfect time to do it.
It's, you know, you pop them on, you can do a couple a week. They're half an hour, you know, 45 minutes. I mean, you know, you got to really invest in yourself, you know, and sometimes I actually will put my phone on silent, you know, or put my car on do not disturb, you know, because with each podcast too, you might be able to pick up 1 or 2 or 3 things that you can help build during the week, you know, and then all of a sudden you look back a year or 2 years and you're like, oh my gosh, like we've completely revamped the way we work. And it really just makes it easy. Your podcast makes it easy for you to just with quickness pick up on these things. Whereas, and if you're doing like Google searches, like, you know, you don't know who these people are. I mean, you know, everybody on the podcast is phenomenal. You know, Ricky Carruth, I met him in New York last year. He's got a great kind of training for cold calling group. James Rembert from Hyperlocal Domination was on the show. We linked up with him. We're using a lot of his services and actually hired somebody to do our Facebook back-end ads manager boosts. We're using Curator. You had Jimmy Mackin on the show back in the day. That's a great service. We actually use Ross Jeffries for some NLP. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
He's so funny. You know, that was something different, but it was good, man. That was great. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so what you can hear, guys, in this is like, you know, don't be afraid of the people on this show. And I'll say, don't be afraid of these guys either. You know, pick up your computer and feel free to send, you know, Tom, Justin, any of these guys, an email, send them a thank you. You know what I mean? And keep them as mentors to you. Because that's exactly what you guys did, right? People came on and you said, hey, great. It was great to hear you. And people love hearing that their show was good, right? They don't want to hear, oh, that show was a waste of my time. They want to hear, man, I loved hearing you, Justin, on the show. Thanks so much for being so candid. And then, of course, you're going to respond. You're going to be like, hey, great to meet you, just like Ricky Carruth did to you, and the other people that were on did to you. So, guys, take advantage of it. You know, reach out. Everyone that comes on the show is in hopes of getting referrals from you and of being a peer in learning from each other. Doesn't matter what company you're with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been able to network with a bunch of agents across the country. They call me and ask me for advice all the time, and we chit chat, and I learn about their market and what they're doing. And, you know, I tell them, you know, everything. I spend, you know, half an hour on the phone with, you know, some of these guys. I love it though. You know, it gets me going because the more you speak to people, the more you voice kind of your thoughts. And like some of this stuff, I'm like, ooh, this is good. Like I got to actually bring this back to the team because I'm telling you, and some of this stuff I didn't even tell my team yet because it just gets locked in here. It's just conversations, you know, and it just brings out, you know, the best in you.
Yeah, I know some people listen to the podcast and then they'll roll right into their team and like repeat it in their own words. You know what I mean? And that's their daily motivation to the team.
Yeah, sure.
So what's the market like right now in Wall, New Jersey?
Hot, real hot.
What's that mean?
I mean, it's our particular location where the office is. A home goes up. It's like averaging less than a month on the market. In most cases, there's bidding wars within the first week. And all the surrounding towns of our area of Wall is just off the charts. Same type of deal. You have a lot of buyers that are looking in these price points. Right now, the Wall area is like the hot price points between 500 to 600. Something pops up in that range. There's like 3, 4, 5 bidding wars, you know, on that house.
Wow.
So it's exciting. You know, you would think that the raising of the rates in December was going to cause some type of little bit of a stalling of the market. It's actually pushing everyone. The rates are great, and everyone's getting out there jumping on a house before the rates go up.
That's good to hear because I'm talking to some agents that are like, hey, yeah, the market's down. So, you know, I'm glad to see it. Would you say it's the highest it's been? I mean, the best it's been as far as time on the market, as far as being a seller's market. Would you say you're peaking as a seller's market compared to past?
I would say seasonally, you got to think about it too. This past summer was phenomenal. It was definitely the peak, I would say.
Yeah.
Right now, seasonally, as far as winter goes, yeah, I would say it is.
Yeah.
So we'll see what this year is going to bring us.
Yeah, this is probably one of the busiest Januaries I can remember. I mean, we haven't really gotten snow yet. I know that slows things down a little bit sometimes, but it's been an insane January so far. So.
Well, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. All right, let's talk about your guys' free gift. As you know, everybody that comes on the show brings a free gift, an item of utility that everybody can use by going to the show notes. And I'm gonna make this easy. I'm gonna put it hibandigital.com/revolution, because these guys are recently just purchased their Remax franchise, Remax Revolution. So hibandigital.com/revolution. What is your guys' free gift?
So we got this nice book here. It's a buying guide, ultimate buyer guide. We had put this together, I would say probably about 6 months ago, and this is a great giveaway to a new prospect. If you're working with a buyer or even a lead that you get, you could send a digital version of this. But it basically goes over every process of the transaction from start to finish. We have the PDF version of this. I think they can easily edit this, so we'll share this with you. And there's not much that they really have to change other than the front. And on each page on the bottom, there's a little foot with the address. They can easily change that. So, but this has been a great tool. I mean, all of our agents love this and they've been using it.
That's awesome. That's a good one, guys. So listen, hibandigital.com/revolution. And if you want to reach out to Abram, Justin, or Tom, I'm going to put all of their direct contact information, social media links, all that stuff. So it's on there. And just like Justin was saying earlier, I mean, it's there. It's public information, and utilize it just like he's utilized so many other guests of real estate rock stars. And guys, listen, best of luck to you. I wish you the best. I hope you grow Remax Revolution to super heights. And thanks for taking time out of your busy day to come on the show. And everybody listen, also, if you want, what I'm going to do with this buyer guide, I'm also going to put it in the Agent Success Toolbox, which can be found on hibandigital.com/toolbox, or just text the word toolbox to 444-999. It will be there with all the other gifts that everyone else has brought that has been on the show. So anyways, guys, look, this has been a blast. If I'm ever up in your neck of the woods, Wall, New Jersey, I will definitely look you up, and we'll definitely break some bread. And thank you for your support of Rebus University with your agents. And thanks for listening in to so many episodes of Real Estate Rockstars.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks for all you do, man.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Real Estate Rockstars. If this free content is giving you a ton of value, I want to ask a small favor in return. I need you to pull out your pointing finger and hit the subscribe button. Yes, hit subscribe, please. The more subscribers that we get on Real Estate Rockstars, the better guests are attracted to the shows. We'll get more guests from the top companies, from the top teams, and even more celebrity guests like Robert Kiyosaki and Barbara Corcoran. Also, if you're not a member of our free Facebook group, go to Real Estate Rockstars Radio right on Facebook and join the conversation. I'm on there myself on FaceTime Lives, and we have a lot of communications and questions about the show, and I'd love to see you there. And it's free. People ask me all the time, where am I on social media? I'm real easy to find. Just type in my name. My IG is I am Pat Hyben. It is blowing up on Instagram, adding tons of subscribers, and I'm on there probably twice a day. So definitely follow me on Instagram, as well as everywhere else. Thanks again for listening, and keep rocking.